All right.
Yeah.
That's what I get for being clever. Technical fucking problems. That's okay. I don't come here to impress you. Although, that is an experiment. Amazon Primate is a name I thought of today while I was riding home on the bus. And I thought, what a funny fucking name. Maybe I'll name a poem that, but for now, here's a different one. The persistence of rhyme and reason. The language we use ought to be ashamed of itself for how it's been used. Just because you're in a social eclipse doesn't give you the excuse to darken your words. Nobody told the birds we're about to have a civil war. Breaking news! Nature doesn't care about our petty ideologies, acting like we all want to kill each other while we save the world. Because bickering about how to live ain't living. Not at all. I'm pretty sure love your neighbor doesn't mean love your neighborhood. It means you think of the person you can't stand and love that. Love it like you love Netflix. Love it like you love lunch. So the next time you see someone waving a tiki torch, remember that racism is a demographic and bigotry is big business. Red hats, blue hats, can cooler heads prevail? The thing about the word united is it keeps you focused on the differences. Confederate flags are still flags, and God hates flags. Urbanization, transgentrification. The rapture's on a need-to-know basis. And psychedelic mushrooms don't give a rip about you liking them on Facebook. Left, right. Those are both very useful directions. But that's all they're meant to be. Directions, not end results. You really want to come together, prevent a civil war? Start by looking at your fear. Working it out. Put a leash on your dogma. Not all assholes are Nazis. United, we stand. Divided, we fall. The question is falling where and how hard? And is it even possible to get out of the way? Truth, as well as imagination, will be necessary to bridge this impasse, because if not, everyone will be fighting on the losing side. It's a little triptych. Texas triptych. I wrote these in Texas, and yeah, I have a lifelong philosophy to choose to be happy, and it tested every moment of that. This is, huh? Yeah, well, I would have to expand that to being in general while I was in Texas, but I was in Texas. So this is called Chop Chase Chicken, and the triptych tonight means that I'm ranting about the same shit each time. Halfway across the journey, I sit and chew on some Texas biryani. Hi. First time, both of you. Anyway, I chew on that Texas biryani as a reward for a life well lived. Halfway across town, half homeless, and having a great time. Halfway through life, I should only have to pay half price. You never know where life will take you when you choose to never know. Halfway through lunch and I'm already full. I should bring a blindfold to these buffets. I was at a buffet. Half the people I meet think the other half are insane. Half the time, they're right. Where's the middle ground? So we don't start a stupid civil war. There's already a war on civilians, turning our middle ground into a battlefield. Our protest has become a contest, like we're halfway out the birth canal. And we all know that half measures count for not much. If you're gonna eat a chicken, you need to cut its head off. Half-ass keeps you hungry, chasing it around after it's dead. God, my Facebook video is gonna suck because it doesn't say Amazon Primate ahead of it. There. Anyway, this is my pinnacle of the night. Woke as broken news. Blanket statements will never keep us warm. Talking heads get paid to uninform. Does culture obey the power of suggestion? This false flag ain't gonna wave itself, people. Drunk Uncle Sam just showed up to the family reunion, saying we could cure all the world's diseases with a bomb. The way he carves turkey, we'd be lucky to get a wishbone, but that's not news. More like noose. Don't fuck with the baby moose. It's just a potty train following the caboose. They say loose lips sink ships, so we tight-lip it like there's no such thing as homeless. Details at 11 is past my bedtime. Seriously, how many times can they break news before it's broken beyond all repair? We monetize our disasters. Even hurricanes get a publicist. Brand recognition. Half-ass is the new whole. You get an A for showing up now. We lowered the bar so far we're tripping over it. Don't let the world get underfoot. Don't let understanding get too overwhelming. I love how the creator of Rick and Morty described life in the city as a people jar. Just sitting around with placid gazes until someone taps on the jar and the person closest says, "Hey!" I know that's the secret origin of Pickle Rick, but I have to wait for everyone else in the jar to realize it. Keep a lid on it. Was Blade Runner about blades of grass? Human beings may as well be. But would you rather be manicured on a golf course or wild by the side of a road? Walt Whitman. Tall as a tale told on TV. To further enforce this mass grass metaphor, remember that the Grim Reaper literally wields a lawn-cutting tool. He sighs and the weatherman dies. But that's okay. You'll have just as much fun with a horoscope. Don't get me wrong. It's good to stay informed. Though let's not forget where the fly hangs out when it's not being a fly on the wall. We're so busy listening that we don't hear the history being edited out from under us. History is a channel. Religion is a channel. Science is a channel. Hell, sex is the most popular channel of all. How about the word newsflash? How presumptuous is that? As if there were some flash of information, enlightenment, but only after these messages. Or is it some old pervert in an overcoat exposing himself while news flashing you? But really, when did colors become so important? So damn important. You can choose the red pill in the red state and the blue pill and live in the blue state. Nazi in the Nazi white state pill behind both. Don't even get me started on rainbows. Don't take the white pill, Capitol Hill, Operation Soft Kill. It's time to ask myself, what would graffiti do? Permanent marker, Sharpie tongue, and everyone needs to weigh in if we're ever gonna find a way out. Peace, like a river, running straight to the falls, inflation filling up our bellies, wiretapping anonymous calls. That propaganda machine has got some balls. The next generation holds 1 billion Banksy wannabes. We'll have a new real estate bubble. You can keep your house, but they're coming for your walls. Off to the auction where the art world decides its value and the artist can't afford paint. Paying 6 or 7 figures for a wall. That's some breaking news. Make me want to wake and bake till I'm woke and broke. That's not really a solution, but it sure helps me when the man comes tapping on the people jar. You can keep your taps, man. Play taps for my funeral, but until then, I'm gonna Hail Mary dank memes until right up your back channel. And I don't even know where all this is going. I just wish the news didn't make me feel so old.
All right, thank you, Amazon.
Primate.
Amazon, you guys. And keep that applause going. Our next poet this evening is